The big news is that because of the GM strike, the C8 Corvette's going to be delayed until February at the earliest. Hey, Kurt Kurz coming at you from the Full Octane Garage, and today's topic is going to be the C8 Corvette buying strategy. Now, I talked a little bit about the possibilities of should you buy a C8 Corvette? Would I buy a C8 Corvette? And at the end of the day, I actually have seen the C8 Corvette in person. I was out at SEMA. I saw a couple of them. I saw the new convertible. I also saw the C8R, which was really cool. And then I saw some base models. The cars look really good. The interior's growing on me now. The square steering wheel's starting to grow on me. I have been able to sit in it and see whether I like the square steering wheel or not, and it's not bad. But, here's the thing. If you go to most dealers are sold out of the C8 Corvettes. Their allocation for 2020 is gone. Now, I will tell you that I've checked with at least 2 dealers. Well, actually, I've checked with 3 dealers. Let me start with Cutover. Cutover, the world's largest Corvette dealer, has no more allocations of 2020s, at least on their website. I go to Les Stanford, I talk to Les Stanford, and Les Stanford Chevrolet in Michigan says that they have about 15 or 20 left. Now 15 or 20 allocations left with an anticipated delivery date of September. Now, as you all know, there's some big news out lately. The big news is that because of the GM strike, the C8 Corvette's going to be delayed until February at the earliest. Now that's production in February, which means the car has to get to your dealer, final destination, prepped. Unless you're doing a museum delivery, the chances of you getting it in February are slim to none, and I would be betting money on it if I was a gambling person, which I'm not, but I'll bet $1 that most of the Corvettes will not hit the streets until March. Now, with that said, if you order a Corvette today from Les Stanford and you get a September delivery date, when do the 2021s start producing? Well, the 2021s in all likelihood will be producing in September, maybe October. So you are buying a 1-year-old car if you place an order today. How important is it for you to get a Corvette that's a 2020 first year and it's a year old when it arrives at your doorstep? I don't think that makes a whole lot of good sense. So I have elected not to order a 2020 Corvette. My local dealer here, Walker Chevrolet, has an allocation of about 8 more Corvettes that can be ordered this year. So there are dealers out there that will still order them, still sell them at sticker, and it's real important, don't pay more than sticker. So 8 Corvettes in Nashville, Tennessee, actually Franklin, Tennessee. You have 20 Corvettes at Les Stanford in Michigan. You could take museum delivery on those. You could take a local delivery, or you could have it delivered to your door for a few extra bucks. So what I'm here to tell you, the C8 buying strategy, I would say if you don't have an allocation right now with an earlier delivery date, I would hold off for a 2021. Now, with that said, if you have your heart set on getting a 2020, there are people, I've already talked to some people who have their name in for a 2020 and they are going to back out, get their $500 back or whatever their deposit is back, and they are not going to go through with buying that car. What does that mean to you? That means to you there's going to be a lot of dealers out there that will have some earlier allocations freeing up if they don't move the other people up in line automatically, which they may do. So here's what my buying strategy would be if I was going to buy a 2020 Corvette. It would be call around to every dealer you can, get to the allocation management or allocation manager at the dealership and say, hey, how many allocations do you have left? Have you had any early allocations fall out, and could I take that spot? Now, most dealers may not be willing to do that, but some will. So it's worth asking. You never know until you ask. And if you get the answer no, it doesn't hurt anything. But if you get the answer yes, you may be in your 2020 Corvette earlier than September or October. Now, when will GM do the cutover? That's going to be a real important question. Are they going to elongate the 2020 Corvettes because they've got so many allocations sold that they're going to run the 2020 production all the way through maybe November, which is very unusual. They did this year with the 2019s because of the strike, but traditionally you see the new generation of Corvette or the next year coming out, in the October timeframe at least. So that's my C8 buying strategy. I think it's kind of an important one to understand. Again, I'm no expert. I'm not ordering a 2020. Will I order a 2021? That may be on the radar. But for now, I am not a player for a 2020, but I want to share all the information that I have about the 2020s with you as soon as I can. This is big news that cars aren't going to be hitting the streets until at least February. And I don't know, it may be worth the wait. It may be definitely worth the wait to get a 2021. Then you get a current year and you're not getting a year-old car right off the lot. So thank you for being with us. Thank you for listening to me rant a little bit on buying strategies for a C8 Corvette. I think they're interesting concepts to think about. Are they all of the solutions? No. We would love to hear what you're doing, what your C8 buying strategy is. In the comments below, share it with your friends. If you know of dealers that still have allocation, or if you know of dealers that are getting allocation back from people falling out and they're willing to accelerate the time frame of delivery, leave it in the comments below. Some of these guys on the channel would love to hear that information because they're still interested in getting a 2020 Corvette. So thanks for being with us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, tell your friends all about us, and come back for some full octane fun.